Hi, I'm Daniel, and this is another video about Phineas and Ferb. The previous video about Doofusbus is one of my best, you can watch that after. Anyway, I remember the time before Candace into Universe, because it was only 2 years ago. I was very excited for this movie, and while it's a decent film, it isn't a grand return of Phineas and Ferb, and it's clearly made by all different staff. I reviewed the film at first release, and whilst one of my better older videos, it's not that great. I glanced over your points and didn't mention my main point because I was avoiding spoilers. This video will have spoilers, by the way. To elaborate on some of my thoughts is Candace's arc is great for questioning her place in the universe. It works with the multiple meanings of the title and shows deep feelings of how it's concluded. This makes the film deserve to exist for fitting her character and reasonable sting. I think all the original characters are used quite well here. However, because of the ending, I can't see why Candace returned to Busky Brothers after that day. It doesn't make sense and it's sad that that happened, but it was already done last year's summer, which is better. In terms of new characters, there's only really one important, and that's Super Big Doctor, who is an awful villain. The attempt for her to be a parallel to Candace fails, and it's very forced, so let's talk about it in this video. First, before you look at the movie, I need to talk about similarities to My Own Murphy's Yours Season 2. The show has the same creator and I recommend watching the show. This will only have mild spoilers, but here's a timestamp to skip past it. Season 2 has an alien plot line and the commander is similar to Super Big Doctor in the sign and personality. Leo gets abducted by them twice, but actually the aliens aren't evil and just need them to save them from a ball of negative energy. It's a subversion of what would be expected from how the aliens looked at first and shares a complex character. The movie uses a very similar plot. They were both developed around the same time, so I don't know which ripped off, if any. But I believe there was overlap. Now, the villain's design looked better in the poster as transparent looking blue, while I always thought the green colour doesn't work. Character is named as a joke, it's not funny that our name is Young, and it makes it hard to take this character seriously. This title will look very strange out of context. Also, I thought there was only one superhero name at first, not two. I thought before watching the movie that would be more than just a generic twist villain. Honestly, even saying that is too mean to Disney's main animated films could at least there's some surprise for them. Here it was obvious from the start, and it would have been an actual twist to have her not be a villain. I'm trying to be a shocking reveal with this, but it's still a problem. He sends a spaceship to abduct Candace and Vanessa, tells Candace she is a savior, which makes Candace feel special. She later revealed it just carbon dioxide and applies to all humans, which works for Candace's insecurity arc. However, Phineas and his group come earlier and Super Big Doctor didn't realise that they also had it. To out with everything, this is just a minor nitpick. She mentions to Candace how she also had annoying brothers, which is a way of comparison to show how they aren't so different. See the attempt, but this desperately lacks any form of subtlety. It's revealed she locked up her brothers. It's barely featured, but goes to an extreme I don't see the parallel aside from having brothers that overshadow them. The film presents like a smart writing when there's way better character contrasts. The whole show Phineas and Ferb does that with Candace and Doofenshmirtz while keeping it not even mentioned in canon. The Big Doctor took over a planet because she is evil and mind controls his villains for slaves and an army, that's her plan. Some of the mind control starts wearing off, leading to a rebellion that are too coward to do anything. Phineas, Ferb and the others have to try and stop her, but Candace picked to stay there. That seems that she bait put Candace in the wrong, but you can see where she's coming from, wanting the universe to finally be on her side. Candace discovers her plan and gets trapped in the machine, while the aliens go to Earth to get more carbon dioxide for the climax. Candace criticizes Super Big Doctor, and she almost redeemed by realizing she was wrong. Then she gets ate by the plant monster. This was absolutely pointless because it doesn't affect the story at all. That's why the last minute, or more like last second redemption. Her being 8 shows how much of a weak villain she is, that for a good climax, they needed a mindless monster. It's worth for Beck, the climax is actually good and action-packed. Also, she's still alive, but this doesn't change the movie either. She is captured by the cowards and accepts it. This character is a mess, and her arc doesn't work with the parallel being a failure. If anything, she pulls down Candace's arc, and it would be better without her redemption forced in. Would make her a twisted version of Candace if she turned to the dark side, if you assume the parallel worked before that. The biggest problem is that she barely seems like a character, just the plot device for all characters in the story. It's like an early first draft where a character just a list of bullet points of what to do. It's a worse Alien Command than in Mario by having only the surface level similarities. There's many problems with her that I discussed in this video. She is not a super villain, but an awful one. I wanted to title the video off the antagonist for reiteration. That sounds like it's just an opposition to the protagonist, when she's just bad in general. In conclusion, I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it's the last major time I talk about this movie, as I've done twice before. It's a TV show analysis, although she never appeared in a show, but I made an exception for this. She is a poor villain in a weaker move for the franchise. This is one of my few negative videos. Most of Phineas and Ferb is great. I can make more videos about it in this analysis format. It could be of episodes, or character videos like this was. The end.